What's the college recruiting process like from a parent's perspective who's been through it before? I've actually at home with my dad, and we were reminiscing about what the process was like for me, and he had a really good point about the fairness of the recruiting process, and I wanted him to share it with you.
People think the world is a meritocracy. We'd like it to be a meritocracy, where if you do well, you get rewarded. And to some degree, it's true. You're going to have to be a good soccer player to play college soccer. But just that alone will not get you what you want. So you need to use different techniques, and it's a very emotional situation for the parents and the kid because it looks like a swamp of conflicts and complexity. And that's where someone who's been through it, who understands it, will take that ability you have and find a way to market it and make it work in a system that's invisible but is yet very real. The other thing is, and this is kind of sad, you're dealing with college universities and coaches who are supposed to be people of integrity in universities and educational, higher education. Well, we had a situation with Zev where we had one coach saying, "Oh, you're my first choice, you're my first choice." And I actually spoke to this coach personally as a parent. And he said, "Oh, yes, your son is our first choice." We got up for a weekend visit, and there was another player who really was his first choice. So we were lied to. I even called the guy afterwards and said, "How could you do this?" And he was like, "Look, I have a job. I know that if I have 2 or 3 top picks, they're not all going to pick me. So I tell them all they're the number one, figuring out which one will I want." So you have a system that has coaches who have only one goal, and that's their self-interest. They never have your self-interested part. They want to succeed as coaches. And they're playing a game where everybody's scrambling, everybody's looking. So the 2 points are, yes, you may be good, maybe as good as you think, maybe not as good as you think. But the techniques to market yourself, where your skills will be highlighted, which is also part of why people recruit you. The fact that you act a certain way and do things a certain way will help those coaches think this is a kid who can succeed in this world. And the other thing is, it's not a fair world on the coach's side. They're going to manipulate the system to their benefit, and they really don't care about you until you get on the team and you're done. So that's where college soccer guy is like the guy taking you through the wilderness and getting you to the promised land.
The other point he mentioned, which I think I'd like to have you guys know, is he was talking about, look, if you're the one of the 1%, you will get picked. Okay. Now, I wasn't the one of the 1%. And my father sat me down in this room right here one day and told me, "Hey, Zev, while you're watching TV, someone else is kicking a soccer ball." And I never stopped kicking a soccer ball from that day on. And one of the things that my father instilled in me is no means get to work. So can you touch a little bit just on, if you're not the one in the 1%, what can we do? What did you do with me to help me play college soccer?
The beauty of the system, because it's complicated and bulky and doesn't really work efficiently, if you have efficiencies within a system that's imperfect, that's complicated, lots of kids, lots of coaches, lots of teams, there's no way this system can run efficiently. But if you're efficient within it, you can take advantage of the complexity of the situation by doing a lot of things. Number one, having a great video. Number two, how you present yourself and how you communicate. One of the stats that I learned that was interesting when Zev was in the process was somewhere between 5 and 10% of kids who go to college in their freshman year, for whatever reason, drop out. Some are homesick, some have financial or personal issues, some just can't take the pressure of it all. So every coach knows when he makes a bet, whether it's a roster spot or a scholarship, there's a percentage chance that that kid's not going to come through. Basically, 1 out of 10 are going to just wash out. So seeing your character, seeing how you present yourself, that you're going to handle the complexity of college life, that you're a little more mature than the next guy, you're looking for that slight edge, something that differentiates you. Because the soccer is going to be close. And also all you players at this age are developing players. The coaches know the kid who's really great, he may have topped out at his talent. So hard work, how you present yourself, taking advantage of the fact that the system will allow you to exploit the weaknesses by being professional, by being comprehensive, by being communicative. You will have a huge advantage. It doesn't take away from your soccer skills. It adds to the soccer skills and makes you a better package and a better chance to be recruited and land the spot you want.
I was very lucky that while my parents never played college soccer, my dad's a surfer and my mom didn't play sports, was that there was this intensity to, hey, if this is what you really want, Zev, we will help you do that. Although they didn't know exactly what they were doing, but they were like, we won't stop. So they made a great video on my parents' work in the film industry, which was really helpful to that great video. And then they said, we're going to go make more video. We're going to make more emails. We're going to be more specific, more genuine. And that was the game changer for me. And that's what I like to teach you guys. So if you want more help, give me a call. Links to the bottom.